Okay guys, so in this video, gonna be a little unscripted and just raw, okay? Because this idea that has been going around the internet like crazy is really annoying me because there's no need for it. But before I get into that, let me just, go through some of the articles that are explaining why we need a Darth Vader movie, and that, like, the articles that talk about the possibility of it, and that it being announced soon or whatever. I don't know. Let's go through that. Then let's go through onto social media to see what people think about this. So first, I will hold my thoughts until the end of the video. But first, I just want to go through and I don't know. I thought it would be fun if I searched it up and learned more about it in front of you guys. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to read a few articles from a few websites. The first one being Cinema Blend, and the title of it being "A new Darth Vader movie has been announced with an exciting twist." Okay. So again, as I said, this will be just a raw, unscripted, unplanned out video. I feel the need to talk about it. Okay? I feel the need to talk about it. So let's talk about it. The Star Wars franchise is arguably the largest and most successful film series of all time, spanning entire generations and generating tons of revenue. There are tons of die-hard fans who flock to the theaters to see their favorite characters in a galaxy far, far away. Well, today is one for the history books of hardcore fans, because it appears that Darth Vader is going to be getting his very own story as part of a groundbreaking virtual reality experience that will put you personally in the actions of Darth Vader, of his adventures. And it's coming from a renowned genre filmmaker. You may have to wait a while to see it. Today at the Star Wars Celebration in London, it was announced that Lucasfilm is celebrating with screenwriter David S. Goyer, who wrote Man of Steel, Batman's trilogy, Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, BVS. Okay, BVS and Batman, Man of Steel are not movies that I'd want on my resume, just saying. And the virtual reality wizards at, I can't even pronounce that, to create a Darth Vader centric movie experience that is unlike any chapter in the Star Wars saga. Rather than a plain old flick, it will be a virtual reality experience that puts you in the galaxy far, far away. Fans will don headphones and VR goggles and will be able to interact with and experience Vader's solo romp firsthand. And it's supposed to be in canon, according to the official announcement on StarWars.com. So right away, it's a virtual reality movie. Is it? I don't know. Can you even make a movie a virtual reality? Can you do that? I don't know. Because I thought that the whole point of virtual reality was to make you interact with it, that being in video games. How can you do it in a movie? Honestly, I didn't know it was planned to be a virtual reality thing. So now, it's a virtual reality thing. Whoa, that's crazy! It's a lot of bullshit, okay? We don't need it. But I'm leaving my opinion until the end. Our very own Sheen O'Connell is currently our eyes and ears at the Star Wars Celebration, where he was able to experience a taste of the new Star Wars VR experience, this one called Trials on Tatooine. Okay, that's what this VR experience was called. It was very impressive, with the participant truly feeling like they were on the desert world of Tatooine. Those who got to test out the movie experience were able to interact with the environment and even got to deflect stormtrooper blasts with a lightsaber. So it is a game. I don't get it. Basically, this movie is all of our inner child's dream come true. Take that Pokemon Go away. Lucasfilm is working alongside Industrial Light and Magic to craft the stunning visuals needed to truly put us in truly put us in the world of Star Wars. So not only will the experience be the cause of multiple nerdgasms, it will be highly quality as well. High quality as well. Okay. Now the question is, where in the timeline of Star Wars the new Darth Vader movie will be set? I'm hoping for a fully badass version of Vader, so I'd love to see a story that was set around the time of Rogue One Star Wars story, but since that moment in time is going to be shown in December, perhaps we'll be able to see some of Vader's interactions and movements during the course of the original trilogy. A different perspective of iconic scenes would be exciting for long-term fans, a way of rewarding those who have stuck with the franchise through good and bad. We'll continue to update you on whatever. Okay, let's go over to Forbes, which continuing. Let's go. Why Star Wars needs a Darth Vader standalone film? Okay, tell me why. Just a warning, there's spoilers ahead concerning Star Wars Rogue One, but this is a video primarily... Okay, so this is the transcript of the video above. Okay, so let's just read it anyway, because it's fun. Just a warning, there's spoilers ahead concerning Star Wars Rogue One, but this is a video primarily about Darth Vader, one of the best things about Star Wars Rogue One for me. And certainly, by the way, when I say for me, I'm reading, so it's not actually me. Just so you know, because I don't agree with any of this. Darth Vader being one of the best things about Star Wars Rogue One for me, and certainly the most exciting thing was when you get to see Darth Vader finally unleashed. You get to see Darth Vader attacking the rebels, walking through a hallway, just mowing people down with his lightsaber, with his force powers, with force choking, throwing people up into the ceiling. You really got to see why Darth Vader is scary, why he's terrifying, why he is one of the most iconic villains in cinema. That brief 4 minutes made me realize that not only is this one of the most exciting parts of Star Wars Rogue One, but I love, which I love as a film, but Darth Vader really deserves an anthology film or a story film from Lucasfilm. You might argue that, yeah, we got that in the prequels. But yes, I would argue that. Yeah. Anyway, those were not Darth Vader films. That is not the Darth Vader I know and love. Oh, so now I get why people want this so badly. Okay. That is not the Darth Vader that everyone fell in love with from the original trilogy. It's not what made that character iconic. It's who Darth Vader is once he puts on the mask. That's what I'm really interested in. One of the most interesting things about Darth Vader was in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, when he's talking to Luke Skywalker and he says... what does he say? Help me end this destructive conflict that made me realize that Darth Vader, to an extent, really believes that he is the good guy. That he is trying to do a good thing by ending the chaos, by stopping all these fights, these battles, these wars. That really is part of his goal. He does not want to be in charge of the entire galaxy, but it made me think what an amazing single film that would be to follow Darth Vader as Darth Vader, trying to bring peace to the galaxy. Now, obviously, you need another story of another point of view. I think there are a lot of ways we could do that. You could have Darth Vader with one of his apprentices, or going ahead to head with an Inquisitor. So have an Inquisitor in, okay. Or just chasing down rebels. But it will be interesting also to see Darth Vader cracking down on the criminal elements of the darker elements. It would be interesting to see Darth Vader cracking down on the criminal elements and the darker elements that exist within the Galactic Empire that Empire actually does help prevent. So, yeah, the Empire did have its advantages. Okay, so I've been reading for far too long, so I'm going to stop reading articles now. I get the point. People want a Darth Vader anthology film, not because we need it, but because people are still pissed off at the prequels because it didn't deliver what we wanted, which was to see the true origin of Darth Vader. Like we wanted to see Darth Vader, and we wanted to see him in Anakin Skywalker, and we really didn't get that. So that's what people are now looking for. They're now turning to, now that Disney are making Star Wars anthology films, now in their head this is the opportunity they want, because Lucasfilm and Disney, if it's going to make money and if people want it, then of course they're going to do it. But these people, they're taking this opportunity, to get a Darth Vader anthology film, because they still are pissed off at the prequels. Before I go really deep into my fullest thoughts on this, I just want to read what people think over on Twitter, so let's go and do that. To be honest, what does Darth Vader even do? He shows up halfway through the movie, breathing like a dog, to say 2 words, choke someone, and then dips. That person does not like Star Wars, so we're going to ignore that. Can we please have a Darth Vader standalone movie, because dear God, that scene in Rogue One is beautiful, and I just want that, but for 2 hours. The highlight of Rogue One is not Darth Vader, it's the quote, "Are you kidding me? I'm blind." Yeah, I would agree, that was pretty funny. Okay, so now we have hit rock bottom, and there's an idiot here. I'm pretty sure that's what she's saying. As an example of how little I'm up with the franchise, I wondered why Darth Vader was alive in the movie I saw today. Well, that's because it takes place in between episode 3 and 4. Do your fucking research. Darth Vader is such a G. I think that means God. I wouldn't mind seeing a solo movie with him just being an evil badass or trying to do daily tasks. If you want a Darth Vader spin-off movie, may I suggest watching episodes 1 to 6 that deal with the life story of said character. Thank you. Well, what was your name? What was your name? Oh yeah, Captain Revo. Thank you. And finally, the last one. I've been reading a lot, I know, and it's been a long video, so let's quickly get through this. Samuel Gavin. Like you want a Darth Vader movie. A Darth Vader movie. You've literally had 6 of them. And might I say 7, including 7 if you count Rogue One. So, I get it. Now that I've read all the articles and people's opinions, I get why people want a Darth Vader solo film. Not because we need it. A lot of them are asking for it, not because we need it, but because they want one. Because we didn't really get it in the prequels. The prequels was meant to be how Anakin Skywalker's turn to the dark side. We were meant to see the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader, in Anakin, and we didn't. We didn't get what we were promised. It sucked, okay? Now, does that I forgot the word. Does that mean we need a Darth Vader movie? No, because we've already got 3 of them. 6 of them if you include the original trilogy. Look, I get why you guys want it, but honestly we don't need it. It would be a waste of money on the company's behalf and a waste of our own time. If you want more Darth Vader, why do you want more Darth Vader? I honestly don't get it. You've got 7 movies of him now. Isn't it time for something new? Okay, it's the Star Wars fans that have said, let's get something new. Stop going over old storylines. Stop doing the same thing. But yet, it's you guys who are the ones that want a Darth Vader movie. You guys are contradicting yourselves by saying that you want something different, yet now you're saying that you want a spin-off Darth Vader movie. And the VR thing, the instant that you do a virtual reality movie, virtual reality is meant to be interactive. The minute you do a VR movie, it becomes a game. It doesn't become a movie anymore. I can just stay here, like, it's not a movie, it's a video game. Why? I don't get it. Honestly, the whole VR thing, I honestly don't get that, and I hope that's not the deal. Hopefully they were talking about a game and not a movie. But if they are, I honestly don't get the whole VR movie experience. That's a game, okay? It's a video game, not a movie, okay? A movie is something that you go to a movie theatre, you sit down, shut up, in a dark room and watch a movie. That is a movie, okay? Not something you go to some auditorium to put on some goggles and do whatever the fuck. That's not a movie, okay? Learn the definition of a movie. But I get what you guys are saying. I understand. You were let down with the prequels, but honestly, the prequels, the first two do suck. The first two are bad. I would agree with you. But the third one was pretty good. It was not as bad as everyone says it is. Now, I hate the prequels, but I've come to accept and actually like the fact that the episode 3 is pretty good. It's a pretty good movie, and I like it. I liked it ever since I first saw it as a wee little boy. Now, I'm not saying that I like it out of nostalgia. I say that there was a time that I hated it, but then once I started to mature in understanding film, I realized that, episode 3 is not that bad. And, like, I know I keep saying it, but we've got 7 movies about Darth Vader, and that's the first reason why I don't think we need a Darth Vader movie. We don't need it. But the other reason why a solo anthology Darth Vader movie would not work is because in the prequels, Darth Vader there was no Darth Vader in it until the very end. So what we were watching was Anakin Skywalker. We were seeing him come into Darth Vader, and it wasn't the best. I know, it was crap. But still, what we were watching was Anakin Skywalker, not Darth Vader. And then when we do watch Darth Vader in, say, Rogue One or the original trilogy, he's a villain. He's not the main character of the movie. He is the opposing force against the hero, and the hero is the opposing force against him, okay? So, when you put him in an anthology film, that completely ruins the concept of a villain. If you make him the main character, you can't have a villain because he is the villain. You can't put a villain in an anthology film about Darth Vader because he is the villain. The minute you do that, from a narrative perspective, it's just the whole point of a villain and a hero is thrown out the window. The whole point of a villain is thrown out the window. Because the villain is meant to oppose the hero, and when you make him the main character, it's just, like, I don't get it, okay? So one, we don't need it because we've got 7 of them, including Rogue One. 2, from a narrative perspective, it wouldn't work. Even if you guys just want him slaying rebels for 2 hours, from a narrative perspective, it wouldn't work, okay? I think that's maybe why they're doing this whole VR thing, because they know that from a narrative perspective it wouldn't work, so what they're going to do is they're going to blind you to the fact that it's going to suck with the whole VR experience. But that's my problems with it. We don't need it, and it's, from a narrative perspective, it does not work. Now, I know this video has been long for you guys, but I've really just had to, I really had to talk about this and just unleash my thoughts about this whole thing on you guys, because it annoys me. Now, I know this has been a long video, but I want to get a second opinion, so please welcome my mum. Mum! You can come in now? Mum? Mum?
Yes.
So, this, you guys know who she is. She's my mum. And, I know the video's been long, as I said, but really quickly, second opinion. What's your opinion on this whole Darth Vader anthology film? Do we need it, and will it be good? I sound like a reporter, but, you know. Just give your opinion on the whole thing. Because,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say up front, no we don't. Because his story has been told from little boy to young adult to be married, have kids, turned Darth Vader, died. There's nothing left of him to tell. Seriously. You really don't need another story. And I think it would be a waste of money. It really, really, really would.
And time for the fans.
Yeah, well, I think... seriously, I think they'd be trying to make up a storyline for something that's already been said, and I think they will just... It won't be a good movie at all.
Yeah, I agree. But, so, I have expressed multiple times, I haven't expressed it to you guys yet, but I think what really needs to happen is a Obi-Wan Kenobi anthology film. That needs to happen. Why? Because at the end of episode 3, actually, let me go back a little bit in time. In episode 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi dies, and he becomes a spirit. Now, someone dying and becoming a spirit, that's not much to it. But then, in episode 3, at the end of it, we hear Yoda telling Obi-Wan Kenobi that his old master, Qui-Gon Jinn, has returned from the netherworld of the Force. And Yoda gives Obi-Wan a task of training with Qui-Gon Jinn to learn how to become a spirit in the Force. A Force spirit. That in itself is a story. That is a story that I think does need to happen and would be an interesting story. Seeing how Obi-Wan Kenobi learns how to use the Force in such a way to become a Force spirit. Like we've seen multiple times. That in itself is a great story, and they've mentioned that Disney and Lucasfilm have hinted at it so many times. And there's been multiple rumors about it, that about there being an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I think that they should scrap the entire idea of Darth Vader movie and just do Obi-Wan Kenobi, because that's what we need it, because it was hinted at the end of episode 3, and then we saw in episode 4 that he did. Obviously he did, because he became a spirit. So there is a story there, because they've hinted at it. They've hinted at it, and that in itself is a story. So let's do that. My question to you is, who, beside the sequel trilogy, Rey, Finn, Kylo Ren, who do you think should get a solo film?
Well, they've actually killed off Harrison Ford, so I don't know.
I think, by the way, to refresh your memory, they are making a Han Solo anthology film with him young.
Yeah.
They're already. I think they're already writing out the script for that, and they're already prepping for filming. So that is already on its way.
Well, except for Han Solo, since that's already on its way.
But there are other characters that have been rumored.
There is.
Boba Fett, Yoda, Obi-Wan, and any other character that you can think of that you think deserves a story. What do you think? What do you think about a Yoda solo film? Him learning to become a Jedi?
Yeah. Obi-Wan, I think, might get one.
Yeah, but no. What do you think it would be good? Do you think it would work?
Maybe. It's depending on how much they want to reveal in the movie. If they do it properly, it'll be awesome. Honestly, I think if they were to make any individual movie about any character, just do the characters they haven't actually done or they haven't fulfilled. That there's the whole heap of questions with where they come from, how they grew up, the usual stuff that makes people let their answer the questions with the movie. If they haven't answered them, they should go through it.
Yeah. So is that all you think? So yeah. That's all we think. I think that Obi-Wan deserves a movie. I think that there are stories to be told with Yoda, Boba Fett, maybe even Mace Windu. I don't know. I'm not interested in Mace Windu, but if they were, I wouldn't mind, because he wasn't that big of a character. But I don't know.
But definitely, no Darth Vader.
Yeah, I think that that there is stories to be told in everyone else. Maybe even Snoke from episode 7. There could be a story in there. They may explore that more in episode 8 and 9, but I don't know. There are other corners of the Star Wars universe that can be explored. We don't need Darth Vader. We've had 7 movies of him. You guys are the ones that wanted something different, so let's get something different. Anyway, that is the end of the video. If it was long, and if you don't like long videos, I apologize, but if this was somehow therapeutic for you, that you needed someone to agree with, or you needed someone that understood your opinion, that's me. If you don't want one, if you think that there is no need for one, then great, I agree with you. So comment down below if you agree or disagree with me. Just do that, please, and also like this video and subscribe to my channel. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.